The pole man.
Ooh, Craig. I mean, that's a good shout. That's a really good shout. I think it will be anyone. I can't choose a winner here for that.
That's a good person.
Hello and welcome to the Saxon Ring.
So, hello, welcome to VollGazzRacing Season 5, Division 1, Round 8, here at the Saxon Ring, where it is raining just as it did in Division 2, just under 2 hours ago.
Someone's gonna lag out.
Yep, because it's taken 10 years to actually load in. And it's Nelson. Sick.
Ugh.
Let's try again, eh?
Oh, take two.
Oh, gotta redo the grid. Oh.
Right. Make sure everyone has their invites again. Make sure Oxid has one as well.
I'm just gonna wait for everyone to join. It'll glitch out otherwise, most likely.
Right, there was how many of them?
11.
11, yeah. Hopefully, there's no rain on. No, just Nelson we're waiting on. I think he's restarting his game, maybe.
Yeah.
So it don't happen.
Right. Time to sort the grid out.
There it is.
Sadly.
But has everyone sorted, I think?
Yep. Right, let's go.
Yeah.
Take two.
Yeah, take two. Let's see what happens. Hopefully no disconnections. Good luck to all the guys on the wet Saxon Ring track. Interesting to see what all these guys' tyres are for today.
Yeah.
There's also many interesting choices in my racing division too.
Yeah, some going with the soft rear, some going with the medium, some going with and then the same with the front tyres. I know what I would choose, but I'm keeping that to myself.
Yeah, me too. I know exactly what I'd choose, but say that to myself because it seemed to work for me.
Hello and welcome to the
Right.
Saxon Ring.
Hopefully no
Waiting is
disconnect.
finally over. The German MotoGP will be starting in just a few minutes. There are some impressive crowds here today, and despite the rain, you can see.
Oh, that's
Yes.
good. Right, we're lucky. We're lucky. I thought for a minute then because it was taking a bit long.
Yeah, same. I was like, oh no, not again. But thankfully it didn't.
I was going to say, will we see a Honda win? But let's no Honda. So, Tesla's bikes won a KTM. We'll see KTM. We'll see a Ducati because they go well in the wet. It's quite a hard track to overtake here.
Yeah, not much of a
Quite
straight
a few
either.
corners. Quite a few corners. Most of them are long corners. Some of them are hard braking zones. Only 2 straights really to overtake anyone if you want to get past someone, or into the braking zone of turn 1, or if someone goes wide, or into the penultimate corner or the last corner. So it'd be interesting to see what these guys take as a championship leader lining up from 4th on the grid, and his closest rival is 1 point behind him in 7th. So, and Craig in his 2nd season in VollGazzRacing, he's coming along strong. It's 3rd, I think, in the championship.
Yeah.
Only about 6 points behind on pole today. So Jack Berman as well, another one in with a chance starting 3rd. So be interesting to see. And I'm calling it now. Fadley will be leading into turn 1.
Oh, just waiting on Howling now.
Will Hallen improve in the wet from his last time in the wet? Didn't go too great for him, must say. In qualifying, we saw signs of improvement,
Yeah, let's see.
but it's time to go.
So 7 riders have the chance of winning this championship, mathematically, with 3 rounds remaining. See what happens at the end of this one.
Lights out,
We're off.
and we're away.
Cammy having a great launch and reaction time there, and it's... Oh my god, there's tons of it. It's Howling!
It's really
Howling's in the
Howling's
inside. Oh no, he's braked a little bit early, and it is Manelson who leads the way. Craig in 2nd, Howling in 3rd, Fadley's 4th, Jack 5th, and Josh is in 6th. As Fadley looking up the inside of Howling, but just can't quite make it through. But it's a clean getaway in the 1st sector, a lot better than Division 2.
nice. Jack's moved Phil and Fadley. Very
Oh,
nice.
Adam's gone down, and Oxford has
Taking
gone down.
Oxford with him.
Yeah.
So, to Nelson in 1st, Cammy in 2nd.
So,
Same situation on the opening lap.
yeah.
Oh, someone's gone way off the track.
That is Nelson
Oh,
99
that's-
as well as
that's
a
like-
Tech 12.
Cammy's
It's
down.
Cammy's down. Oh my god, championship could be an absolute tatters here. As Manelson leads the way, Craig is in 2nd. Craig is only 6 points or 7 points behind Manelson in his standings. And if he can make a move, this whole race now is
Jack
pretty
looking
big
up
of the
the inside
championship.
of Howling.
Howling doing a good
Cammy's
job
actually,
here.
he's outstarted the points.
Oh, Craig going up the inside of Manelson. He sets the bike up
And
earlier.
Jack trying to get through on Howling as well at the same time. But the Aprilia
Has got the legs into turn 1. That KTM was strong with you on the brakes.
Josh around the outside, but he's surely going on. Yeah, Josh
Both-
and Howling, both
both-
Aprilias are wide. Jack's now onto the podium. As Howling tries to
And
hold the line.
Wiggins in
Howling's
6th. Oh, Jack's gone straight off the track. Somehow he's not managed to crash. So
very
good job,
nice stayed on
good
there.
recovery. But Craig putting.
Howling did go down there as well.
Oh, Fadley's gone down. Oh, and that he's collected Wigan with him.
And that puts Jack straight back into 4th position.
So these two look to be the favourite for the win, but it's only 2 laps in, so bit early to say yet. Josh is in 3rd place, so he could be having his debut podium of the season, potentially. Oh, Craig's gone down!
Oh, Craig's hit the wall!
Oh my god, and Nelson...
Craig remounts in P5, maybe even P6. But Nelson now has a life point at 2.9 seconds in front of Josh behind him.
Wow, Craig's always gone off at turn 12 as well. And Adam's crashed behind him, and now Craig has dropped to 9th, 10th place. Oh, Nelson 99's gone. Oh no.
Oh, Alan's back into 4th.
This race is madness.
The Aprilia are having a mad day.
And he comes sadly on the brakes. And he goes in front of Wigan.
We can try to fight back with Craig going through on Oxid, tries to get through on Oxid. Oxid is holding the line for that corner. Cammy's in P9 behind Craig. Make sure the... Ooh, Cammy hits the back of Craig.
Oh, Craig hits Oxid, and Oxid sent to 9th place. Nelson 99's got a long lap penalty.
Jack's closing into the back of Josh really quickly on the Aprilia. Wow, what a first 3 laps to this race.
Yeah. Cammy now starting to make its way back up the order. Is he going to go up the inside of Wigan? No, he doesn't. Wigan just hopping over the curb there.
So can Craig get his teammate at the same time.
Cammy enters 6th place.
Now will Craig get Wigan as well? Or the Catty going to power past Craig, so Craig's lost a position on the straight for the Catty. He's got back in front of his teammate Wigan.
Oh!
But looks like Craig is going to send out the inside of Oxid. No, they both stay on. Very nicely done it, but Craig can try and hold it. They're side by side, going into turn 3.
Craig holds position. Oh, but he's gone on the curb though. Adam's gone. Bradley also with the fastest lap of the race. So Nelson is just doing what he needs to do as the championship leader. He's out in front. This could be the championship defining moment. Nelson, whenever he finished on the podium, it has been a 1st place. Josh there in 2nd place, pretty much on the same pace.
Nelson starts the 5th lap of the race with a 3.6 lead over Josh behind him. Jack wants to close back onto the back of Josh to try and keep his championship hopes alive.
Oh, Fadler's going to go up the inside of Howling into turn 1, using the power of the Ducati, and he's through.
Is it Prix going to fight back at any point in this?
Oh, who's gone down? Cammy's gone.
Cammy!
That is big.
It's massive for the championship. As Fadley's gone wide and Howland's closed back up. Not sure what happened.
I think he crashed and he just rage quit. That's what I believe. So 5 seconds. So Fadley's 8.5 seconds. Sorry, 9.5 seconds to Nelson. So
who is running away with this? But Josh ain't letting him go as well, I've noticed.
Yeah, the pace is he's just running exactly the same pace.
Yeah.
Jack just running in 3rd.
So he still has a chance of the top 4 after it's unlucky for Craig.
Yeah.
Alan's not letting Traveller go. Alan very strong on the brakes. Closes up about 10th. That's not enough to make the sort of move just yet. He's closing even further through this section. Jack's closing up to Josh. 3 guys down. They go down the hill. Flat out. Yeah.
It's pretty much just the top 3 running pretty much the same pace here, so fortunately not a lot happening, and Nelson's not got too much pressure to deal with.
Craig's closing in on Howland as well. He's 8 tenths
Oh, Howland's gone!
Oh no, Alan's down. Did Craig have to let off or something? Cause
Yeah, we had to stop.
Yeah. Badly is. Oh, okay, and Ox is looking for the move. Craig.
He's just not close enough to attempt the move into the final corner though. No. Into the braking zone. Ox is round the outside. But Craig holding him off.
Craig not letting that happen, and he takes a very nice tight line through there. Stays ahead. Jack's getting close to the back of Josh. Really spread out, as you see. Nelson's 3 seconds in the lead, and then Jack 5 seconds behind him, and then next up Fadley 5 seconds, then it's Craig 2 seconds behind him, and then it's Oxford 5 seconds behind him, Craig. Then it's 6 seconds back to Howley, and it's Wiggins 5 seconds behind him, and Jack gets on the curb a little bit. It's all good.
Oh.
This season we're seeing a whole new different Jack on the Suzuki.
Yeah. Oh, Josh getting on the curb there. That's not going to help things out. Into the final corner for these two. Jack's in the slipstream, eating a face full of spray.
Josh pulls through the defensive line, but ooh, like, what a chat over the front. Somebody's going to get that stop, and Jack's the one's going to go a little bit wide. Oxen's very close to the back of Craig. Julian will get out for a top 5 finish, which Craig not very happy about. He definitely has the pace to fight with the top guys, is unfortunate for him.
Yeah, so
Jack getting...
thinking Nelson's gonna have quite the gap now. He might have like a race lead gap after this if he's lucky enough. Into turn 12 for second and third places.
Jack closing very closely to Josh. I can imagine him setting up a move into turn 1. That takes a much faster line through there, and he's going to pull into the switching with Josh. Surely now into turn 1, he's very going to make this move. He gets a bit closer. Josh goes for the defensive line.
I don't think he's close enough.
No, not quite. So Josh seems to be pretty good on the brakes. Oh, it's not going to be hard to get past. Oxford does a stoppie, and he's in the gravel, and he's down.
Oh.
Unlucky for Oxford. He's putting the pressure onto Craig, but couldn't seem to stick with Craig enough.
The gap's now 2.8 seconds to Nelson, so I don't know if he's just relaxing or what, or if he's having tyre problems. What's his... How's his rear tyre looking?
There we go. Nelson's rear tyre's fine, and his front is fine. Well, so
he's probably just relaxing.
Brakes a bit cold. Could be probably relaxing because he knows Josh just do exactly the same. Jack's exactly the same. Badley's front is a bit more hot and but they're the same. Brakes fine. Oxford's front is a bit meh. Howland's is same. Wigan's gone with the soft rear because that's burning red. And Nelson 99's gone with soft rear as well, so quite a few people with two people with the soft rear. So Nelson, Josh and Jack all have same tyres, so no tyre issues coming into play. 6 more laps to go. And I found out the drop-off spot was about lap 13 when it starts to get very hot, and seems to go down a lot in wear, so these two can catch up to Nelson in that time, so Nelson's got this under control.
Yeah, he's only lost 2/10 on this lap, so he seems to just be managing it well, but he can't obviously get too complacent, because if he's not careful and he lets the gap drop a bit too quickly, then he might be in trouble. But for now he's doing well, but these two are doing quite a good job. They're not battling. Josh setting a good pace. So
yeah, Jack matching that pace as well.
With a bit of luck, they could still be in a chance of winning.
Again, Jack seems to close up massively on the straights to Josh, and then Josh in the corners.
Josh took 3/10 out of Nelson in turn 1.
Oh my.
Oh, but Josh is wide.
He's going to compromise it Martin here, but
no, Josh has got it. He's held the line well.
Looks like Josh is really strong on the brakes since it's turn 1.
Yeah.
Craig had a moment somewhere because he's now dropped 3.3 behind Fadley when he's 1 point something behind him.
Yeah, must have just maybe ran on or something.
Nelson looks like he's managing this gap really nicely.
Yeah. Nelson 99 has gone down. He has also got a long lap penalty, so I think he's already had one, so his race has not gone well at all. Four to go. Nelson seems to be able to put the pace back on, and Howling is still with Oxford. Just fortunately, these two just victims of crashes and stuff after having some good starts.
Top 3 have rode a perfect race.
Well, let's see. Apart from Jack's off-track excursion and Josh's near off-track excursion at turn 1.
Yeah.
Apart from that, pretty good race.
Yeah. Nelson's done a perfect race. I think he's led from turn 3. So, done an amazing job. But Jack's without a warning as well.
Could he? I reckon he might be trying to set up the move out of the final corner, because he seems to just be a lot stronger than Josh out there.
Yeah, Josh has to Josh has the pace over in the first 2 sectors, but I think as soon as they get to about turn 8, it's where Jack has... turn 8 to about turn 1 is where Jack is much stronger than Josh. And I think Jack's thinking very smart about this. Josh again taking a lot of time out of Nelson in turn 1. Taking a lot of time out of Jack as well. Getting like 2/10 just in the braking zone. Nelson 99 has gone down again.
It's an absolute disaster for him. Howling has managed to get through on Oxid, but Oxid fights back. Howling fighting right back, and now they go through Omega. Howling's going to cut the inside line. He was up the inside, and he's through. Box is going to get the exit. He's going to now have the inside line, but Howling's blocked it nicely. And Howling is into 6th place.
Jack's coming into the part where he loves. Down here. And he's right on the back of Josh as well. It's probably going to be the closest he's been.
He just can't get in range to make a pass.
Yeah, Josh is getting very defensive, I noticed. These two are managing where they want the moves, and Josh is responding to where you can probably see Jack on the Delta coming down, and you can hear his bike as well. The scream of the Suzuki.
Oh, he comes Jack into turn 1. He's just not able to get through, as Howling has been repassed by Oxid. Nelson still leads the way by 2.9 seconds, so it's a bit annoying knowing the fact that these three, as well as Fadley and Craig, all have race-winning pace, but unfortunately due to crashes and mistakes they've just not been able to challenge for the win.
Ooh, Jack has to sit up on the curb. Well, he had the risk of running off track. Now this next lap and a half will be interesting to see the knowledge Jack's gained of sitting behind Josh for most of this race. He knows exactly where he wants to make his move.
Nelson 99 is about to be lapped.
Yeah, he's on. I can see him.
Gets out of the way.
Hopefully, he moves out of the way of these two as well. Probably on the straight, I'd imagine. I know, if Jack's in touching distance of Josh, if he's within a tenth, I can imagine him at that drive out of the final corner be able to make a move or get past.
Turn 1. Jack is not able to get through. He nearly gets through though. But Josh is very defensive and holding a nice tight line, not allowing any gaps to be opened.
Josh is making out a brick wall. No way Jack can make a move. Now this is interesting to see this next half a lap to see if Jack has all this time spent behind Josh has gained where he knows where his weak and strong points are, knows where Jack's
into turn 8. Jack's got the run, Jack's got the run!
Josh
Oh no! Side by side, and it's Josh holds on. That could have been Jack's moment as they go now into turn 11 and now down the waterfall into turn 12.
Jack knows all to try.
Josh is still in front. The front's hopping and skipping, he's gone wide.
Jack's
through!
Now
And Nelson is going to win his 4th race of the season, his 3rd in a row. And Jack is going to take 2nd place.
Josh in 3rd with a great ride. Skew his 1st podium this season and only his 3rd race.
Yeah.
Badly in 4th. Craig, unlucky to him today.
He finishes in the pits, he doesn't want to do an outlap. Oxley finishes 6th. Howling is 7th. Wigan for finishing 8th, and Nelson 99. Probably less said about his race.
Yeah.
Before we go to see the celebrations on the podium, let's take a look at the final. Soon enough, the cameras are going to take us to the podium to see the awards ceremony. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the final results in the MotoGP class.
Don't know what's going on there. So Nelson wins the race ahead of Jack Berman in second, Josh in third, Fradley fourth, Craig fifth, Oxford sixth, Howling seventh, Wigan in eighth, and Nelson 99 in 10th, with Nelson 99 in ninth, Cammy in 10th, and who's 11th? Adam.
Adam, yeah. Just, why does it say Nelson's in ninth?
He got black flagged at the end for some reason.
Oh, okay. Got me confused for a moment there. What a race.
Right, so we'll go with the third place man, which is Josh. Just wait for him to unmute himself. Okay, since Josh is still going to be happy, we'll go to Jack, then hopefully go back to Josh. So Jack, you were in the battle for what was originally third place with quite a few of the riders. You then had an off-track excursion at turn 2, and as soon as you returned to the battle, it was a battle for second place between you and Josh, which you just seemed to not be able to put a move in anywhere. You attempted on the exit of turn 8 after Josh made a bit of a bad run, but you couldn't make advantage of it. And then Josh ran wide, having a lot of moments on the front, and you were able to get second place. So how was it?
Yeah, the race was good from the start. I had an alright start. I just got pushed back a little bit, and I didn't, because what happened in Brunel, I just couldn't get past, so I didn't want to fall back too much, and I just tried to keep concentration, and I was in like P5 by the end of the first lap. I think it was the second lap, me and Alan came together, like, I think our lines just mixed, and I hit his rear tyre by accident. I didn't mean to do it, but that forced me to go off track, and luckily I didn't hit anyone coming back onto track. And then there was a massive incident, like, a couple corners later, that I think Fadley crashed and hit Wigan, and Wigan hit Fadley's bike, and then I just saw Josh in front of me. I was staying behind the Josh for the whole race. I wasn't going to pass him straight away. I wanted to do it near the end, but with 2 laps remaining, I was going to do it on the 14th lap. But I made a bit of a mistake, so I just tried to set it up for the final lap. And Josh made a mistake coming up down from the waterfall, and I just capitalised on it and nearly lost the front on the final corner as well. But yeah, P2. I mean, gained more points in the championship, and I'm back in it, really.
Yeah, well done. Don't know where you'll be in the championship, I'm sure you've jumped some positions.
Yeah, thank you.
Josh, are you here? What an idiot. Right, so Josh, it's your third race on the Aprilia since joining the Div 1, and you were in the fight for the podium, and then you were in second place for a long time, matching the pace or even faster than Nelson at the front, depending on the lap, and you were holding off Jack brilliantly until 2 mistakes, one at turn 8 and then one at turn 12, meant you lost the second place, but still podium. How was it?
Yeah, it was an interesting race, alright. It was a bit frustrating, of course, at the end for holding T2 for so long and then Jack coming through, but it was my own fault for the waterfall. I was doing a final race, and then the last lap I looked down at my tyre at the front and it was gone on the front left. I don't know why, but I was half afraid then going into the corner. I ended up around the curb and Jack kind of clean side. But yeah, congratulations to Nelson and Jack.
Yeah, so well done. First podium on the Aprilia. And now we go to the race winner. So Nelson, you started in fourth, you got a good start, ended up leading at the end of the first sector. You had a lot of pressure from Craig early on until he fell off. Then that sort of helped to build a gap between you and second place, and then from about lap 4 onwards you were able to just manage the gap at 3 seconds, and you just kept it at that the whole race. So how was it?
Yeah, this race was very positive. Especially because it's another win for me on the table. I was leading the championship by only 1 point, but that definitely extended with Kami not being in the session today. So Craig gave me some good pressure in the beginning. I overtook him at lap 1, turn 1. When we came down that left-hander that goes downwards, I had a really bad exit and almost high-sided. So that was a moment for me to calm down a bit. But he was pressurizing me a lot, so I was glad that pressure was off my shoulders. From there on, I was just trying to manage the gaps like Mark Marquez did on Saxering, tried to keep it at 3 seconds. So every time it came below 2.8, I was starting to, up my pace a bit. But I was, being calm, not exaggerating anything because I don't want to risk the championship. So I will definitely, approach the races differently now. But yeah, I'm happy overall. What's it? Four wins in the season now. So
yeah, 3 in a row.
Yeah, 3 in a row right now, 4 wins, and my only podiums is first place at the moment. So for me, I'm very happy, and this is another really good chance for me to win another championship on my board.
Yeah. So well done. I don't know what the championship lead is now, but it's I'd say it's probably double digits.
Yep.
So that has been it for round 8. We will see you in a fortnight's time for round 9. We'll see you then. Goodbye.